welcome to our middle school percussion concert. And the students are very excited to show you all the work we've been doing to prepare this challenging show for you. And keep in mind, this music is on top of what we do for the band concert. And some of the kids learn, all the kids learn at least 3 songs for the band concert too. Some of them taking solos this past weekend. And some of them also learned 3 songs for drumline. So I added it up, and someone that's involved in all of those things that they want to be, learned 8 songs in the last, I don't know, since our holiday concert. So, got a lot of fun music to play for you. You've been working hard and looking forward to doing it. Our first large group is our 6th grade percussion ensemble. It's a combination of 6th graders, percussionists from Truman and Sperry. And they played together the first time all together yesterday, and it came together really well. And we have a couple of kids in there that have kind of a feature part. Drum set player Ben Major and Mark Schrage, and also some timbali fills by Jojo Kreitner and Colin Jett. Oyo Como Ba is what they will play. It's kind of a traditional piece that we do. And was written by band leader and drummer Tito Puente. If you ever saw him in a video or live or anything like that, he just goes to town on the timbales, kind of like Desi Arnaz did in the old I Love Lucy show. And he made it really popular, his song, but also was made even more popular by Carlos Santana. So we're going to play Oye Como Va. graders will please take a seat back in the audience for a bit. You'll come back up when Caden plays his solo. 7th graders, you can make your way backstage. And our next thing will be in just a minute with our next solos. Thank you. Ben took on a 4-mallet solo. First time, 7th grader, went to District Solo and Ensemble Festival and earned a 1 rating, and it's a pretty challenging piece, so we thought we'd show him off. What my stand? Now you see why I wanted to show them off. Okay, 7th grade is still getting ready. I'm going to introduce them, and I'm going to tune timpani, and then we're going to play. Let's see. Okay, they're going to be playing Technology. Technology is a piece that's kind of in high demand around here. The kids really like playing it. As soon as one group gets done, the next group begs to play it. So we're playing it, and it's good. It's a good piece. It's fun. It was written in the 90s by someone I kind of grew up with in drum corps activity. I went and spent all my summers carrying a snare drum all day long and competing. And two summers right after I graduated high school, I did that. And a gentleman that wrote also some of the best stuff is named Jim Casella, and he also started a publishing company and just wrote the best stuff. So you just can't hardly beat it. And he wrote this piece so it have a techno groove so that kids will like it, and I like that. So it was actually written for an honor group, a freshman honor group. But we're able to pull it off, and they're doing a nice job. And we have a couple of kids that do have a kind of a shared solo. Nick Cotty and Jake Head will do some kind of a shared solo on the snare drum. And Sophie Cortez and Costa Lasik will play a tom solo, I think, together. And on timpani, Eliana Serban and Leo Chosic. I do hope I got all the names exactly right. I've been practicing in class. We also have some lead bell players, Lucas Chen and Alice King. Thank you. Okay, our next soloist, also a seventh grader. Talked her into a 4-mallet solo. Didn't have to talk to her very long. She said, yes, let's do it. And it's a pretty cool piece. It's kind of an African-inspired piece. I actually have one of these instruments called a mabira. And it's, they also call it a thumb piano. And you play it with your thumbs and you hold it in your hand and it looks like a square guitar. And it's got, I think they call it on a fork the tines, those metal things. And it's got a bunch of those and you play a scale. And you can play songs on it. So it's kind of a neat piece because that's how it was inspired. Anyway, Sophie played it very well at the contest, and we just another kid to show off. This is Sophie Cordes. Okay, it's time for 8th grade large ensemble, and before we play, one thing is I accidentally got the really small program. Sorry about that. So hopefully you can read those. Remind me of the movie Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, but Honey, I Shrunk the Programs. There might be a few mistakes in there. Unfortunately, you might not be able to see them, but no. But I will still correct if I see them and can think of them. One, I know I did, so I went ahead and heard so you can recognize Emmy Davis, who's an 8th grader of this group. I believe is the only one. We had some kids go and try out for the All Suburban Honor Band, and she made it, and she played with that band, and I meant to mark that in the program. I think I didn't mark it. So let's hear it for Emmy Davis. I was talking about the writer Jim Casella, who did the piece Technology, and it was so good he had to write a few sequels, but this is a good sequel. Not like some of the movies, but it is a very good sequel. He has a couple, and this is one of our favorites. And the piece's name is Scuttlebutt, which is just so much fun to say at middle school, but it's not a bad word or anything, okay? And it's also very kid-friendly, and we have a couple solos on it, so it makes it fun to play. We have Mark Meister, who also spends time in the jazz band a lot of days, and Micaiah Peters, and they're going to both kind of share the tom solo. We have Phoenix Collis and Olivia Weibel. We're going to do a snare drum solo. Drew Kreidler and Duncan O'Brien on timpani. Also, we have a gentleman that entertains us every morning on the drum set at Sparrow. And I get there and I am treated to Nirvana and Stone Temple Pilots and music I forgot that I knew. Because he knows all the rock songs and he's very good. He's been playing in our jazz band. His name's Luke. And so we invited him before the song starts to kind of take a freeform solo. Because why not? He's good at it, and it sounds really cool at the beginning of the song. So we're going to do that in a minute, and I'm sure you'll enjoy that. We also have some lead marimba players, and I didn't check, and it might be the xylophone part. So that is Brady Rush and Kate Duong and Emmy Davis, and Theo Press have a kind of a killer xylophone part / marimba. It's tough to play, and we feature them. And finally, about this group started off, I'm pretty sure they learned their first how to hold a drumstick on Zoom, and look at them now. So it's pretty awesome to see them up here playing this level of music and leading our middle school drumline. And we get to celebrate all that very soon with a trip to Kansas City. Not Kansas City, we don't go there anymore. Don't go there. To Silver Dollar City. If you're going along, it's not Kansas City. It's Silver Dollar City. Food's better, and the rides, I haven't ridden them all 23 times, only once. So we'll be doing that, and we're gonna have a good time together and kind of celebrate our journey together, and that's coming up very soon. So this is Scuttlebutt. Thank you. looks like sixth graders are coming out to get ready during the next solo. Okay, this is Kate. Kaden is known to all the band directors because let's just say that every single band director has come to me and said, who is that kid who's always practicing during flyer time, coming before school, trying to find time to come during jazz band, maybe even staying after school, non-stop. And he took on a tough solo, and I would dare say he's practiced more in front of, and not to be seen practicing, he just practices a lot. So, a very, very well-earned 1 rating on his solo. He's going to be playing Impressions. This is Caden Duham. Nice job, Katie. Okay, so sixth grade did so well learning our first song, and we knocked out the band songs, and they're just going for it. So it's like, let's do another song, that'll be fun. So we did. So I think the first time we've ever played 2 sixth grade songs in this concert. So we're gonna play for you Lowrider. And I looked up the video of that, and it's the original, okay? And it was like 1975. And yeah, I was born in the 70s. And I was watching MTV in the 80s. And it's fun, because I guess it's okay to say, it's kind of about a hoopty. It's about a hoopty. All right, so I think we can capture that spirit, and we do have a couple people I think I need to mention. Oh, we have 2 drum set players again, and this time they are playing a solo. Ben Major is playing solo, and then Mark Sharaj is playing a solo. And then we have 2 timbale players again that get a couple fills, Luca Rozbarski and Reese Cooper. So this is Lowrider. And I failed to mention, because I forgot to put on the script, that we have a student teacher that we like a lot, and Truman kind of hogs our student teacher, because that's where our student teacher is assigned, and that's Nick Fuller, Steph Fuller, right back there. If you give a round of applause for our work. We'll pitch in wherever needed, and kids are thrilled. And highly requested to have that kind of help, and sometimes take a break from me. So thrilled to have help already. Yeah, I think this is our last soloist when we get ready for drumline, which may take a little bit longer than usual, but we'll just see how efficient they are backstage. They're taking away all the one kind of drums and putting all the marching drums up back there. So we're going to feature Brady. Brady picked a solo that is a two-mount piece, but the difficulty lies in the fact that it is got multiple time signatures, which means that there's a really odd number of beats in the measure. So basically, it just means it's really hard. So, and it is kind of Native American inspired, and it's a real thoughtful piece. And Brady just did a nice job on it, and he got a 1 rating at the festival. So, this is Brady Rush. but because he's constantly helping me every morning, finds out what we need to do to get set up. He's that kind of kid. So the minute he's done playing, he's like, what can I do for you? So let's hear it for Brady Rush. Okay, well, you're looking at the middle school drum line, and we're going to do warm up, and then I'll tell you a little bit more about him. Okay, and this group is our middle school drum line, and it's okay to clap for that. It was warm up, it was good. It's kind of awkward where you're not sure what to do, but they play well, and that's our warm up. And this group already is doing a lot of the discipline type things that the high school drum line does, that plays in the marching band. It's one and the same thing, but they're in the marching band as the drum line. And it kind of gets them ready for that. We don't march around because too much, but in this group we don't at all because the drums are a little bit too big. We stand and play and learn all the skills and play fun music. And this year we just want to do something totally different. So I set out on a mission, a space mission. I didn't plan that. We didn't actually plan that. I mean, I did. He did. It's three pieces that were actually a winter show that a group did and took to competition and listened to it and fell in love with it because it's just so cool. Played it for the kids and they wanted to do it, so here we go. And we have a new thing which is not new to marching band in high school, but it's new to us. And we had these two folks, Thomas and Ermalo, are actually playing synthesized sounds, but the new part is we have vocals that are through a program that you switch all the sounds and hit certain buttons and they say certain things. So when you hear vocals that are space related, that's all planned and part of the show. So we're going to play three different pieces. We do need a little time in between each one. Go ahead and clap between them. If you feel inspired to do a standing ovation, please just save that for the end. Okay, so the first one is called Lift Off. Before we start that, I want to thank a few people, and there's a lot of people to thank, but for this group particularly, Mr. Linsmart travels down every Tuesday from the high school, and he's the high school director of percussion, and I do drumline up there, but he's the percussion instructor at the high school. And he also teaches music theory, and he teaches music technology, and he teaches the real smart music theory class, the highest theory that I think is college credit. And so it's great to have him Mr. Linsbarb, you come out and be recognized. We are partners in the high school drumline. I do a lot of the marching stuff, and he does a lot of the keyboards and the electronics and the soundboard and those things. And then also, A-plusers, if you can hear me backstage, I forgot to ask you to do this, but if you could come on out here and kind of be in line out here, and we can introduce you. And I'll read from my list so I don't miss anyone, but it's more than just Simon. Okay, there's Lucy. If anyone else can come out, or just raise your hand if you're all the way back there. We had quite a few, and not all of them could be here. They're in the back too, probably hanging out with sixth graders and make sure everything's good. But the list is quite long. These are my A+ tutors. They come down every Tuesday. They actually have to apply for it and have, be doing well in school and good behavior and good role models, and they're all way, way high on those things. And there's more. They're so busy and they're very good students that some of them couldn't be here tonight. Grace Wallenberg is down there, Kate Basler, this is Lucy Becker, this is Simon King, and the others are Chuck Immer, Brooke McKinney, Aaron Davis, RJ Del Rosario's right back there, raise your hand, he's playing bass drum for us tonight to fill in, John Reifsteck, Cooper Beardsley. So please a round of applause. Finally, thanks to you for renting the instrument or buying the instrument and for bringing up yesterday extra time and for encouraging them to practice and just for supporting music at Lindbergh. It's a really great place to be and a lot of fun to teach here. So our first piece is called Lift Off.
Initializing startup sequence. Welcome to space. Operation systems restored. Prepare for landing.